really thing you can do is just be in the moment and stay down and just work. All you can really do is go to a place that has the best opportunity for you. Don't go for a place for the looks or the facilities, because if your goal is to get to NFL, like, you need film. Coach needs to be seeing you on the field. And you can't do that if you're going to a school where it lacks opportunity for you and it's not the best fit for you.
All right, so Zen Game podcast, we're getting inside the mindset of these great star athletes. We're here with Cam Dorner, North Texas. Cam, thanks for being here with us.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go through the whole backstory. So we're going to go back to high school now. So we're in Maryland, right? That's where we are. So describe the high school experience for you. 2-sport athlete or 3-sport athlete?
Yeah, 3-sport. When I hit my senior year, I ran track. So yeah, I grew up in Frederick, Maryland. I went to Oakdale High School and played football and basketball all 4 years and got into track, like I said, my senior year. Eventually won a state championship in basketball, and I just worked my way up, tried to get recruited as much as possible, and yeah, that's how I ended up at the D2 Shepard University.
So was basketball the first love, or was football the first love?
Definitely basketball was my first love. Coming out of high school, I was actually, the reason why I went to Shepard was because they allowed me to play both football and basketball. So not many other coaches let me do that, so I thought that was cool that they let me do that, and I wanted to go there for that reason, yeah.
Just going to ask you a quick question, strategy basketball, right? So testing your basketball IQ here.
Yeah.
All right, let's say, just hypothetical, it's March 4th, 2022. There's 5.7 seconds left in the game. The other team is shooting free throws. You're down 54-55. How do you end up winning this game? Is it possible? What's the strategy here? Do you know what I'm referencing?
Yeah, you just pray he misses the 1-and-1 off the front of the rim, and it just goes right to you, and you get the ball. You go full length of the court, 5 seconds, and hit a layup for the win. So
now, do we think there's a little? I know that was an away game for you. Was there a little cooking on the clock? Did you really make it there in 5.7?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, I made it there a little bit of time. There was a little bit of time left on the clock. They had like 0.3 left.
Okay,
so I made a little bit less. So
where does that moment rank? Was that your best basketball moment? Would you say?
Yeah, 100% number one.
Would it be your best athletic achievement?
Yeah,
or I guess most euphoric moment.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, basketball being my first love, being like, not just that moment, but winning the state championship with a lot of my old teammates, that was definitely like my best moment for sure, athletically.
And how does that, because a lot of high school kids, they're just honed in on one sport and they just want to play one sport. How does having success on the basketball court, knowing what it takes to have those moments, those crazy moments of 5.7 seconds left, how do you translate that to football?
Well, so basketball is so quick thinking, and you don't really have time to worry about a shot you just missed, or else, if you're in your head about a shot you missed last possession, then it's going to affect you the next possession. And basketball is so up and down, and it's like you can't even worry about that, or you're just messing yourself up. So I think having a short memory, being able to make mistakes and just move on quick is something that you can apply here football easily. That's such a slower game. After a play, sometimes you huddle, sometimes you don't, and you walk to the next play, you jog to the next play. And basketball is just up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't have time to remember your mistakes. So I think I can apply that to the football field for sure.
And there's a lot of athletes that struggle with that, like the flushing of the bat and just like resetting it. Is there a little trick that you've learned throughout your athletic experience that's helped you sort of flush it out, move on to the next play?
Honestly, there's no really trick to it. It's easier said than done. I'd be lying if I told you if I dropped a pass, I wouldn't be thinking about that later that night. But honestly, you have to be able to control your own body language and control your own mind in that moment. And that if you're a good ball player and confident ball player, the next play is going to come, and you're going to get another shot to make another play. So that's all. That's the only way I think of it.
And then we'll go through that recruiting process. So you end up at Shepard, right? What were sort of the options? Like you mentioned, you wanted to play basketball and football, and that was maybe the only place you could do it. What was sort of the decision tree, so to speak, coming out of high school?
Yeah, I wanted to definitely pursue either football or basketball, either one of them. I had a couple PWOs play Division I, and a lot of Division II teams in the PSAC, the Pennsylvania Athletic Conference, like Shepard, were calling my name and asking me to come play football or basketball. And I just felt like, as far as opportunity and as far as the system I was going into, Shepard University was the best option for me, as far as winning history and offensive success and things like that.
And how long did it take you to realize football is probably a better option than basketball? How many years did you do basketball there? Was it kind of a quick realization?
My first semester.
First semester.
My first semester, yeah, I realized that just one sport in college is a full-time job. And yeah, two sports is definitely a lot. It's a lot on your body. Especially playing football is a ton on your body, especially just getting hit a lot. And football and basketball are just, you're rolling right into basketball season, no time to rest. And yeah, I found out quick that, I needed to take care of my body and stick with one.
So you stuck with one. You were first team all PSAC for football, obviously, and then team captain last year. So what was that process like from being a freshman to making your way all the way to team leader, first team all league? Like what changed, you think, from freshman year to that last year at Shepard?
I'd say mostly my maturity on the field. Coming out, my freshman year, I had learned from a ton of great older guys like Tyson Bagent, Ronnie Brown. I learned from a guy named Brian Walker. He's a great tight end, had some tryouts for the Ravens. And Joey Fisher, great lineman. He's actually he was on the Steelers. He's on the Falcons right now. So I was learning from some great leaders that came in every day, never took practice for granted no matter where they were, knowing that, those are NFL guys and they're in small town West Virginia. And just knowing that, having those leaders, learning from them and maturing every single year coming in, I think that's where I took that leap in my third year, becoming a first team all PSAC, like you said, and stuff like that.
You mentioned Tyson Bagent, so I have to ask the question. Have you met his dad?
Yeah, I have.
Did you arm wrestle?
Nah, I didn't. Nah, I'm too scared.
Is he scared?
Yeah,
Is he scary?
Yeah, he's a scary dude, but yeah, he's a great guy. He's probably the funniest dude. He's almost out every other practice, supporting his youngest son, Ezra Bagent. He's also a quarterback there, so yeah, he's a good dude.
So a lot of high school kids are in your situation with the portal, with the COVID year thing's about to end anyway, but where good players can't get a spot and they have to make a similar decision to you, PWO versus D2 or JUCO versus PWO. What advice can you give those guys if you show up, do your job, D2, you're going to get an opportunity like you just did to come up here to North Texas? What advice can you give those kinds of kids, weighing that decision and maybe not getting down on themselves for not getting where they thought they were going to get out of high school?
Yeah, definitely I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I didn't experience some type of doubt in some way and, feeling like I wasn't, the best player and seeing a lot of things on social media, all these guys getting all these offers and being at big schools and stuff. But the only really thing you can do is just be in the moment and stay down and just work. All you can really do is go to a place that has the best opportunity for you. Don't go for a place for the looks or the facilities, and because at the end of the day, if your goal is to get, most people's goal is to get to NFL, you need film and you need to be coach need to be seeing you on the field. And you can't do that if you're going to a school where it lacks opportunity for you and it's not the best fit for you. So I think that would be the number one, if you're looking into going to school, is just look at the opportunity. Don't look at anything else,
And then you get to do the recruiting process a second time, this time as with all the accomplishments and everything. So what was it like the second time going through it? Now you're a little more mature. You have probably a better understanding of what you want. What was that portal process like for you?
Yeah, definitely it was pretty hectic. I had a lot of schools calling me every day, and I started to get the FCS offers rolling in, and then North Texas was actually my first FBS offer, and then started getting some more and more. But as far as making my decision, I wanted to go where the best fit is for me, the best opportunity, and I have one more year left. So for those out in the portal, if you have one more year, then you don't really have time to play around. And if my goal is to get to the NFL, I need to be on the field playing and with the best opportunity possible for me. And I think, North Texas was the best for me, for sure.